So for this next section of books from the spring 2015 catalog, I'm going to show you some. These are called illustrated stories, and then we've got some picture books and a couple other random things thrown in here. But so we have a whole series that is the illustrated story series. There's several different titles. It's getting to be quite a big series of books, but these are the two that are brand new for this catalog. This is Pirate Stories. I totally read one of these stories to my daughter yesterday. She just turned 3. It was this one right here, The Battle of Toasted Cheese. It was hilarious. It was awesome. I loved it. And it was just like the right length for her. You know, it kept her interested, but, you know, stretched her attention span a little bit. We like working on that. But still, she sat through the whole thing, which was great. So you can see it's just a collection of stories. Some of them have full pictures on the pages. Other pages don't have any pictures, or you've just got a little bit. So they're super great. Some of them are longer than others, but they're just lots of fun. You can read them for bedtime, all sorts of options. This, here we go, classic Hans Christian Andersen. You cannot go wrong with this. Let me show you the contents here so you know what stories are in there. The Ugly Duckling. Like, we did not have this in our house. Like, how do you not have the Ugly Duckling? But now we do. And the Snow Queen, obviously super popular right now. So this is set up the same way. They're just short, condensed versions of the stories. You can see they do have the bookmark in there. So if you want to, you know, just read a little bit of one story or just mark your page for the next book that you're going to start, they are great for like bedtime. And then as far as like older readers go, if they're reading it by themselves, this is going to be probably about 8 years old, are going to be comfortable reading this book by themselves. So these are lots of fun. If you haven't seen these illustrated stories before, they're nice and thick and sturdy, and they're heavy. Like, you just feel like you're holding an awesome book. And the covers are padded. So they're gorgeous, and they make fantastic gifts too. So there is those. Okay, so then these last books that I have, they are the more part of Usborne Books and More. Kane Miller is a publisher that Usborne Books acquired. And Kane Miller has a lot of fantastic, like, heartwarming stories, like picture books, some really fun things that they kind of focus on. So I want to show you some of these. I have to show you these first because, oh my word, I am so excited about them. Again, books that I want for myself. Well, I have them. So these are pocketbooks. If you can see my hand here, how small these books are, they literally would fit in your pocket, and they are $5. We can't focus here, but they're $5 for this thing. Look at this. So this is mammals. It just has all sorts of mammals in it. You've got your common name, your scientific name. You're gonna have like what habitat they live in, how much they weigh, their lifespan, all sorts of different things. You've got your conservation status down here, which I think is awesome. So this is a least concern. We're not concerned about the Emperor Tamarin. But then this one over here is vulnerable. So black spider monkey, you can see, is vulnerable. So when I was younger, like, I loved learning all sorts of random facts, and I loved being able to like spout out things like, oh, did you know that a polar bear is 6 to 8 feet long? You know, so I think these are great. So there is the mammal one, and this one is all about reptiles, set up the exact same way with the name, scientific name, size, lifespan, that sort of thing, and little facts about them. So I'm hoping, I would imagine that we're going to get a couple more in these series later on, because those are just fantastic. And for $5, like, they're awesome. Okay. So you probably, in another video, I probably showed Secrets of the Apple Tree and Secrets of the Seashore. So this is the newest one in this Shine a Light series, and it is Secrets of the Rainforest. So it's set up exactly the same way as those others. I don't know, you probably won't be able to see it very well here in my video, but the other one, you can see it a little bit. Can you see the butterfly peeking through there? So Same thing as the other Shine a Light books, super fun and engaging, but this one is about the rainforest. So I love those. This one here is called Jessica's Box. We, as in myself and a whole bunch of other Usborne consultants, are just so excited about this one because it just has a super good moral to the story. So Jessica's Box is about this girl who is going to school for the first day, and she's nervous and she wants people to like her. And so her plan is that she is going to take something in her box to make people like her so she can have friends. But then, they laugh at her. So she's all disappointed. The next day she comes up with a new plan. I'm going to take something else in the box. So she takes cupcakes. And everybody loves the cupcakes and eats them, and then they all leave. So it just goes through her little journey of trying to make friends at school. She ends up super disappointed, and she just wants to hide. And then, lo and behold, with just her in the box hiding is how she makes a new friend. So it's really great, especially for kids who are maybe going to preschool or kindergarten or any sort of situation where you're moving and they're nervous about making new friends. It's fantastic. And I also have to throw in there, you can see that Jessica is in a wheelchair, but it is not mentioned once in the entire book. It doesn't matter. It is not about a girl in a wheelchair. It is about a girl making friends, which is fantastic. Okay, this last one that I want to show you is really fun. It's going to be an award winner. We already know it. This is The Tale of Two Beasts. Basically, it is a story told, the exact same story told from two different perspectives. One from the little girl, and then one from our little raccoon here. So this is the first side of the story, The Strange Beast, and this is from the girl's perspective. So she saves this little guy and she bundles him up and she takes him all over and she's so nice to him. And then he runs away and she just doesn't even know why. So that's her little side of the story. Then you get to the second part, The Terrible Beast. Now we're reading the story from the raccoon's point of view. And the pictures are exactly the same, but now we're hearing it from this side. So he was sitting in the woods minding his own business, and someone came and trapped him, hogtied him, dragged him all over the place, was going to feed him to people, and he's just terrified. So it's just super fun, and they end up running off together in the end and having loads of fun together. But it's just really fun, how often do we have our side of the story and someone else has a completely different view? So it's really great. So there you go. A couple of some fantastic Kane Miller picture books.